I'm telling you, you don't want to be a thinker. God is a knowing God, not a thinking God. Satan is a thinking God. And you only need thoughts when you're building a house, or you're going to make dinner, or you want to go on a vacation, or you want to, to function on earth in a material way. That's the only way you need thoughts. But you want to know. You want to live a knowing life, not a thought thinking life. So just watch, as you put it perfectly, watch those thoughts. If you catch them, you're not going to feel anything. You're only going to feel when you don't catch the thoughts. And that's from evil too. Yes.
Well, when you were talking, I was thinking about one time it was hard for me to connect that about Satan and all his lies until Christy's husband had asked you one time, why does it seem like Satan has so much power? And I thought that. I was like, how is he able to just run amok on earth? And your answer to that was that he doesn't have power. It's false power. He only can deceive.
Yes.
And so it's not real. It's his only power is to deceive. But my question is, so is there any power on earth that is not evil?
The only true power is the power of God, and that's inside of us. There's no other power.
Okay.
No real power.
Okay.
Nowhere. Once you get a hold of this and you start staying present and watching yourself, human beings would never be to affect you again either, with threats and fears and nowhere. Because all of your fears are inside of you, it's not outside of you at all. So the government can threaten you. You won't be bothered by it. Because you would not have the fear inside of you. So if you don't have the fear, how can you be threatened? That's why I tell husbands and wives that they got to stop needing each other. So if one want to leave, whether it's the husband or the wife, you don't need him or her because you're free, right, already. And so if they want to leave, you're like, okay, bye. And the wife like, I'm going to take the children. You can have these kids. And you're not going to be sitting around crying, oh, I'm losing my children. I'm going to court. I'm going to get me a lawyer. You're not going to do any of that because you're not attached to the children. You're not attached to anything. You're not getting any identity from anything or anyone. And God will cause that to happen. He said to be in the world but not of it. He will cause you to overcome the world and only identify with the kingdom of heaven inside. He and he alone can make you that way. There is no other real power at all. Zero.
That's funny that you say that because it actually reminded me of when I first came. I don't know if you remember, but I couldn't get over the fact that I thought that I would just like fly away if I didn't have all the things that were inside of me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I want to have nothing. I want to be empty. But a year ago, it was too much for me to take in. So it's a journey. It's a process for sure.
And take it on if it takes a lifetime.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how long it's going to take, how painful it is, how long it's going to take. Because the devil would tell you, oh, this is so painful. How long is this going to last? This is too much. How long? I've been doing this for years now. How long is it going to last? And you think that that's you telling you that. And you're like, and then you get all sad, and this is too hard. And the devil will tell you, well, give up. Let go. And you let go thinking that is you telling you that, but that's the devil. There's no you. There is no you.
Okay.
So a lifetime.
Okay. Thank you.
Amazing. Because of time, I want to tell you how to, what was the question? How do you do it?
How do you face it?
How do you face it? There's no way around this for every man and woman. There's no way around it. You got to become helpless and hopeless completely. You got to become helpless and hopeless completely. And when you do that, all of those little things that are attached to ego will be taken, it would die. You got to let yourself feel helpless. You got to let yourself feel hopeless. You know, people say, I feel like there's no hope. That's a perfect feeling. I feel helpless. But the doctors and the psychiatrists and the experts tell you don't want to feel hopeless. Here's a pill. You don't want to feel hopeless. Here's a friend. You don't want to feel hopeless. Here's some, what's that stuff you took? Heroin. And if you're black, they tell you don't want to feel hopeless. Here's some crack. You do want to feel hopeless. You do want to feel helpless and reach out for nothing. And if you boo-hoo while feeling that way, because it's not a pretty feeling, let yourself feel it. Don't reach out to anyone or anything to save you from the feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. And the light will come in and save you from it. Because the ego will die. It's the devil's nature, it's evil. Don't look for love to feel better. Don't look for anything. And that's the hardest thing for the average person to let themselves feel is hopelessness. You fight not to feel hopelessness. And in fighting not to feel that way, you're keeping evil alive in you. You got to feel it. You got to be lonely. You got to hang around by yourself. You got to be by yourself. And not make a phone call. Not the devil tell you, oh, I bet they're having a good party over there. And you want to go to that party. You remember how good that party was, right? Don't go. You got to feel helpless. You got to feel it. And if doctor giving y'all pills, I'm not telling you medical thing, but you got to take the pain instead of running from it and let the light save you. That's the only way you're going to do it. Because otherwise you're reaching out to the devil. Any other thing that you're reaching out for is evil. Amazing. What do you think about that? Any questions about that? You got to feel it. When the last time you allowed yourself to truly feel hopelessness or helplessness? You won't let it happen. It'll come close to you and you're knocking, I can't do this. This is too painful. And that's the devil that's telling you that it's too painful. It's not even you telling you that it's too painful. The devil's saying it's too painful. You know why he's saying that? Because he and all his little demons are about to depart from your home, from you. And the devil got to live in human beings. All human beings are evil. There's not one that's not evil. The human nature is evil. There's another nature. That nature is the nature of God. And once you let this old nature die, you will receive the nature of God. And that's paradise. That's everlasting life. That's peace, is everything.